We're fucking back. About to beat this bitch. Going through the green doors. Oh. Well, that is helpful. I don't even remember being here. I just don't remember being here. If that makes any sense. Oh. Oh. Okay. So now I'm inside this green orb. Even though I'm inside purple? Not purple. No, I don't even know what cocoon I'm technically inside of, but I mean technically I'm inside the green right now. The environment around me is the green, but it's because I'm inside, but the green is right here, but I'm inside it because I went through a different portal. So even though green is right here inside this portal that I can look at from here and ponder on my orb, I'm inside of that green orb right there in the middle. Huh. So how do I separate them out? Wait a minute. No. Yes. What happens if I go back home? Well, that's fucking weird. Wait, can we do that again? Does that mean I can take... Oh my god. That is red in it! How does this have red in it? Because red isn't here, because we can see red in there. Oh my. Oh my god. Okay, let's take green and red because obviously that one's a better one. It's just got, it has the orange within it, but I mean, it's not like we can't take this one with us. That is fucking gnarly. Crazy. Okay, but what do I want to do? What do you want to do? Little buckaroo, hey, you better watch out. All you want to do, crazy cool, is watch your mom. Just watch your mom. What happens if I have two reds out in the real world? No, but that's fucking bizarre. How bizarre. What happens if I take two reds here? No fucking way. And there's no way I can put it. I want to see two reds in the same location. You know what I mean? I know there's no point in doing that, but I just want to see it for myself, you know? Wait, is green and green? Green isn't green in that cocoon. My brain. My brain's broke. But how how do I do any of this without white? So I need to take... No, that doesn't help me there either because I can't take this. Wait, no. So I can't go back that way, so I go this way. I can't bring in a orb. God damn, this is fucking complex. Oh, and I can't go... Shit. God damn it. How do I... That doesn't change where that is, right? I am perplexed a little by this. I mean, can I... Oh. How do I use... No. God, no. No. Wait. What is going on when I do that? Look at that. Even the music is like, dude, you're creating an inversion. Well, that is bad. Unless I can go through there. Somehow. Oh my god, my brain fucking hurts. That's... This is towards the upper limit of what my puzzle brain can do. Over here. Oh, nothing. but it does give me a clue on what I'm to expect. Oof, this looks complicated. Looks so fucking complicated. Why'd you have to go and make things so complicated? So what's up over here? Okay, so I need my green. Wait, can I bring? I can't bring an extra red there, right? Bingo. Bongo, 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 I don't wanna leave the Congo. Oh, no, 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 no. Bingo, bingo, bongo, I'm so happy in the Congo, I refuse to go. Nope. That's an inversion. What the fuck does this do? Haha. Okay. So this will take me there. Yep. Awesome. We now have a better understanding of how that works. It's not like we didn't have an understanding at first. It's just now we have definitely a better understanding of these things. Okay, we'll put that there. Um, that's our boy over there. So we need a flashlight. One more of these things, huh? Alright, well, we do. Alright, so what tells me the order here? Thing over here? Okay. I mean, this isn't helpful, right? Pretty sure it isn't. Pretty sure it isn't. Pretty sure it isn't. Pretty sure it isn't. Oh yeah, fuck these things. That's the only thing I have control of in my life is just hitting these little fucking things. Okay. Oh my god, I can see in the water. Triangle right there. The reflections of the water. Okay, so it's diamond. Diamonds are forever. Diamond, triangle, I can't see. Diamond, triangle, pentagon. Diamond, triangle, blank, pentagon. So, diamond, triangle. We'll say it's this. Boom, and we got it. Even though it was a guess, we got it. Give me that shit, bitch. Alright, come over here. Open this up for me. Hell yeah. Nope. Nope, what are we doing? Even my flashlight's like, dude, what are you doing? What are you, crazy? That's fine. We need to sacrifice you anyways. So watch. Bingo. See? Didn't even matter. Sorry we had to kill you for that, but it was a necessary sacrifice. And it's not like you were dead for long. Let's go, bitch. Purple, huh? So where does that take me? Okay. Cool. Cool. So like, are we good? Like, do we... Wait a minute. I still need to get him, right? They can't leave without him. so fucking close. We're so fucking close. For now. There. Okay, we're learning, right? Wait, what did I even need him for? Oh, do I need red? Yeah, I think I need red. Um, Now I need to bring... No, I... Wait a minute. I'm confused. No. What we need to do is we need to put the red. We need to put the red back on here, just in case we want to grab that again. We keep going. Oh. Hey, look at that. We're here. Cool. Whoa. It needs everything. Hold on. It has everything, right? It has all. So, wait, is this the inner world? Red needs to be the innermost world. Then white needs to be... Red needs to be with... Oh, I think that's the case. Hold on. What? How do I get to green? Wait, where's my green one? How do I get my green back? I want my greenie back, greenie back, greenie back. I feel like I don't want to say greenie. I feel like that's gonna be end up being a slur or something. I was gonna say greeny back. That definitely feels slurish. Maybe they all need to be on these things. But okay, so my question. Look at all of these guys. I got them. I'm missing some there. I don't know how to get green back. This is like literally 98. Are you fucking kidding me? I'm about to beat the game and I can't find the green orb. So that's within green land. Hold on, let me take a picture of this because I'm gonna forget. It's green is the outermost, right? I don't even know where fucking green is. Like where the fuck is green? Like I ended up getting into a recursion with green, unfortunately. Unfortunately. Fuck. Wait a minute. I got an idea. I have an idea. I don't know if it will work, but it is an idea. Oh shit, that's gone. It's like, no, you're all done here. You're all fucking done. So I need to put this here, grab this, take it. Will the recursion stops once I'm outside of Greenland? I want to go to Iceland and see Edward. I miss Edward. Bye bye, Greenland. Okay, so this is where I start doing it. So it's red first. God, the recursion shit fucked my brain up. Maybe Because I can't bring white over here, right? That can't happen. Let's just try to take all of them over here first. Like, I may be totally wrong about this, but the recursion thing without being able to access that easily doesn't make sense to me. I mean, maybe it is a puzzle that's worth it being the last puzzle to get. Bye-bye. No, it's telling me I'm doing it right. It wanted everything here. There you go, all 3 ball. What do you mean? What do you mean? So pissed off at me. Why are there 3 balls? 2. Is this referencing how many I actually got? Maybe. Maybe that's it. I don't fucking know. Yeah, I think so. It's gotta be, right? I mean, I can technically take one of these guys out. Oh no, I can do it from here. So red has to be the innermost world. Let me take all my guys out. All my action figures out of here. I think we did it, guys. Guys, I think we might have done it. So I gotta take this. Jesus Christ. Alright. So now, take this, grab that, take this, put this in here. Yeah, because I need to put it over here. We remember. So then white into purple. Oh, it's like, yeah, you're doing it right. You know what you're doing now. But you got it, baby. You know what you're doing. Oh yeah, the music's swelling. That is really good, telling you, hey, you are doing this right. Don't even fucking fret. You have it. You have it. The music is telling you yes. 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 Fancy orbs. Oh no. Arby's. Orbeez. Whoa. What? Whoa. Hello, Madam Butterfly. Oh. I got no fucking idea what's going on. I'm just happy I was able to help my little guy evolve into the thingy. So those were like planets. That was a solar system. It's in another cocoon. What the fuck? Oh yes, of course, that answered all of my questions. What the fuck? I don't even know what to think. The ending confused me even more than the beginning. I'm more confused now. But I mean, I know it's more of just like kind of like a visual aspect. It's not really supposed to be like, you know, here's a story with like questions and answers. It's more like, here's something that's completely fucking alien. So I'm going to take narrative aside, alright? We're just gonna put that into a little box. Gameplay. Holy shit. This is the best puzzle game I think I've ever played. Like 100%. 100%. This is 100% the best puzzle game. Everything made sense. Fucking love Annapurna. I've raved about Annapurna before, but goddamn, Annapurna puts out some pretty interesting games from different developers. They definitely have an eye for like what is unique, what is fun. But man, the puzzles in this game, keep in mind, not one dialogue box. Not one. There was not a single dialogue box in the game. Oh wow, I can just go to anywhere I want. I think that's incredible. Not a lot of games can do this without any dialogue. And some do, some try, and they fucking fail. Because some things are not intuitive. But there's a lot of things that are intuitive with the game, with this game. There's only one dialogue box that I would have recommended in this game. And that's before the game started, and it would say, we recommend you use a controller. Because goddamn, if I didn't have this thingy, this wouldn't have been as enjoyable. And it should be obvious if you play like puzzle games that from this perspective that you would want a controller, but it's not. It's not really obvious to everyone, and you want to be as inclusive as possible to people who are like gamers like me to the average person. I mean, I know the average person isn't probably gonna pick up fucking Cocoon, but you should be trying to aim for that. Um, but in game, no dialogue box was needed, no hints, no nothing. Everything guided you to be fully prepared and understand what you needed to do at every upcoming puzzle. Everything. It slowly guides you, but not to a point of tedium, where you obviously know what the puzzle solution is. Everything is interesting. It doesn't keep you into one concept for too long, where it becomes stale. Um, and even the basic abilities, it expands on them over time. Because you get like pretty much four abilities throughout the course of the game. And even those early abilities and not even just the abilities, the core concept of Cocoon, of worlds within worlds, is expanded upon time and time again throughout the course of the study, where really at the end of the game it feels like you're taking your final exam. But it's not like a final exam that Miss Hendrickson didn't prepare you for because she already had tenure and she didn't care about the fucking kids anymore and she just wanted to get out of the goddamn school system. No, of course not. Of course. This is someone that actually cared about the learning process and knew that once you take that exam, you were going to be fine. I'm not gonna lie, I'm a simple man. Sometimes these puzzles confuse me, and I have to look up solutions online when I've just been frustrated for too long. You don't need to do that for Cocoon. It tells you. So I really like the way they design puzzles. In this, I don't think I could ever do something like that. I don't think I could ever come up with something even close to that. Um, yeah, but one thing I will say uh, is that while I might not be able to, yeah, I wouldn't be able to come up with something like that. Um, it was just really, really well done. Like fucking bravo. I know I've been reiterating that again and again, but I just can't state it enough that that's extremely impressive. How well it did that. Um, I think there's also other things the game did really well. Um, Sometimes with puzzles, maybe it did this in the entire time, but I noticed more and more towards the end. You'd hear musical kind of like musical notes, like a little like melody, while you're completing the puzzle, when you're on the right track. Because especially in the end, some of those puzzles like take time to complete, and it would let you know, hey, no, you are doing it right. You don't have to second guess yourself. Keep doing it. Because that's me. I second guess myself all the time. If I am presented at a crossroad and there's a left and a right, I don't know what to do. I go down left like maybe like 30 feet, and then I'm like, oh, this is going pretty far. Let me go back to right and see what's down there. And I go down right like maybe 40 feet, and I'm like, ooh, that goes pretty far too. Maybe actually the left hand is the better choice. I get like choice paralysis. But knowing that this is this provides me with like, the musical notes on it are really helpful to me for me to know. Maybe it was doing that in the early game. I don't know. Maybe I just wasn't noticing, but I did feel like I didn't have to like choose where I was. I mean, there's some instances, and I think I missed out on like some of those like unlock things because I decided to go one way that was actually hard progress when I should have went the other way. Um, but it's okay. It's fine. But yeah, I think this actually is a 10 out of 10 game. I wouldn't change anything. I would not. That's crazy. I'm coming off of Cyberpunk, um, which Actually, I don't know if I would rate it 10 out of 10. I would at max, I think it would be 9 out of 10. Even though I think it does so much right, I think there was issues with just general issues with how big it is. Um, that were unavoidable, and also the original launch of it, I can't give it a 10 out of 10. It took too long for it to get good. But with this, I mean, and that's kind of the benefit of it being a small scale game. If it's a short game, small, and I like, I enjoyed every bit of this game. And you are probably going to get a higher rating from me if it's a shorter game than if it's a long game that feels like a little over bloated. I hate bloat. I don't want to continue playing your fucking game if you're just going to make things into it be shit. Um, so I want to take one look into something. I think there might be a secret ending if we collected all the collectibles. So let me take a look. Okay, so like I said, there was a secret ending. So let's see it. It's only fucking 37 minutes. 37 minutes, 37 seconds. Jesus Christ. What the fuck does this all mean? What the fuck is... Who is that? Okay. Um, right then. I think we
Array
need
of
to
light.
have the story explained to us a little bit more, because I'm curious. I really don't get what the fuck happened. I just need it. I need to be explained a little bit more, because that was that's weird. That was weird. Like, I don't know. Even before we go into this, I'll say that are I know it says it down there, but I was gonna say it's a fucking moth creature that we play as, and he has access to these cocoons that contain the world within it, and also different worlds. Um, so we kind of see towards the end, but they are actually like planets that we are visiting in those cocoons, which makes a lot of this makes it's so I don't know. I don't know. Just tell me, YouTube person. Here,
Light travels down from the sky and activates a beacon, awakening a small
here we go.
array of light travels down from the sky and activates a beacon, awakening a small
Who did
moth-like
the ray of
humanoid
light
creature
though?
that emerges from a cocoon. The canyon-like landscape initially gives the impression of nothingness, but off in the distance there is what looks like a fortress wall and a field of statues that
Yeah, I
appear
did
to be
notice.
part of some ritual or ceremony. Then there's also the alien technology that appears abandoned from long ago. Cocoon is a game about worlds, but not just a game about worlds, a game about the protection of those worlds to ensure their regeneration, bringing back the
What?
life that has been lost throughout the eons of their existence. When the moth activates a portal that flings it up and out of the atmosphere, it's revealed that the canyon like biome was, in actuality, safely tucked away inside of a glowing orb, inside of a vault, and watched over by an insect like guardian statue, larger and more imposing than our new insect friend. This guardian angrily awakens and disappears inside of the orb to more closely look after what they are actually protecting. Tiny creatures inside pods of a suspension liquid filled.
Oh, I didn't even notice that. Yeah, so when we when we kind of like unlocked those bosses, they kind of went into the orbs, and in the orbs they're
Look after what they
protecting
are
that
actually
sack.
protecting. Tiny creatures inside pods of a suspension liquid filled with the potential to become the beating hearts of a new civilization, and likely also the future worshippers of their protectors. The moth then picks up and carries the weight of the world around literally on its shoulders. If the image of Atlas holding up the celestial sphere comes to mind, well, you're in pretty good company because I did too. By the way, Atlas doesn't actually hold up the world, as many people commonly believe, but that's probably one of the first associations that comes to mind when you see this beetle toting around the
Wait, he doesn't hold up the world like Atlas? I thought he had like the whole world like from Hades and under, like I mean Hades and above on his back. That's weird. Hold on. Let's find out. What's Hades doing? What's he doing? Hold on. What's Atlas doing? Oh my God, there's a type of moth called an Atlas moth. I wonder if that is what our protagonist is based off of. It's Atlas. He holds the heavens or the sky for eternity. Oh, he holds the heavens, not the world. Interesting. Very
this
interesting,
tiny
actually.
globe. Atlas was a titan that fought in a battle against the Olympian gods and was defeated. As a punishment, he was condemned by Zeus to bear the weight of the heavens on his
Oh,
shoulders for
just
all
gonna tell me.
eternity. And this little moth must also battle guardians for control of the cosmos and the weight of the world, but not as a punishment. After defeating each guardian in battle, a power is released, which grants a special ability to the orb that the world is contained in. The moth uses these orbs to activate various mechanisms, jumping in and out of them via liquid portals to traverse worlds within worlds or carry more than one world at a time. The orange orb allows hidden paths to become visible. The green turns elevators and platforms from solid to gas. Purple is able to be transported by being grown and plucked from spores. And the gray fires a laser that activates cosmic crystals. It was only after obtaining the Great Orb that my understanding of this universe started to shift. Because once reaching the door that typically houses a guardian, instead there was what can only be described as an alien insect god. And it's
Yeah,
awakened when the orange, green, and purple orbs embed themselves in its head. But battling this god didn't feel much like a battle at all. It felt more like a test. The god watches your performance, almost
it
nodding in
did.
approval as you reach higher and higher levels, and it willingly hands over each orb as you complete each trial. See, at first I thought that the purpose of defeating the Guardians was to get rid of those trying to stand in your way, but it seems as though they weren't enemies to be destroyed, but rather fellow protectors, another step in the journey. A test of whether or not the one released from the cocoon is deserving of the immense responsibility of holding dominion over this universe and the budding lives within it. A series of trials.
Oh, is Cocoon not like is the Cocoon not the orbs? I kind of considered like Cocoon being the orbs, but I mean, I guess what 329? He comes out of
A
her
ray
head.
of light travels down from the sky and activates a beacon, awakening a small, moth
Yeah,
like
that's the
humanoid
Cocoon.
creature that emerges from a cocoon. The canyon like
Yeah.
landscape initially gives the impression of nothingness, but all cosmic crystals. It was only after obtaining the Great Orb that my
Oh, it
understanding
was
of this universe
329.
started. Fellow protectors, another step in the journey. A test of whether or not the one released from the cocoon is deserving of the immense responsibility of holding dominion over this universe and the budding lives within it. A series of trials that have happened time and time again, as we can tell by all of the worshipping statues, the
Yeah.
soldier like statues, as well as the statues which look a lot like our new friend. It makes so much sense to me
Oh
that
my
these
God.
aliens were akin to insects, like our new, as well as the statues which look a lot
I didn't even notice those. But they totally are. Yeah, those statues are. Wow.
like our new friend. It makes so much sense to me that these aliens were akin to insects because insects work tirelessly and without rest, driven by pure instinct and a drive to complete whatever they were hatched to do. Generation after generation, just born with the knowledge of how to complete complex tasks such as completing these glyph puzzles. Once the god hands over the purple orb and the final test is complete, the torch has been passed and it disappears, with the moth ascending to an ethereal plane where the statues of the four world guardians await, relieved of their duties. The released moon ancestors have also come here, with the moons they were once holding now rotating on an axis.
The
The
moons.
ancestors were found surrounded by the same black goo from inside the moth's cocoon
Hold on, hold on, hold on.
they were once holding now rotating on an axis. The ancestors were found surrounded by the same black goo from inside the moth's cocoon, and it also seems to power the orbs, a power that will hopefully bring back new life. With their unique properties, the biomes have to be placed one inside the other to create a seed of sorts. The arid and rocky terrain for strength, industry and mechanics for the advancement of technology, the arid and the other to create a seed of sorts. The arid and rocky terrain for strength, industry and mechanics for the advancement of technology, organic living tissue for the creation of life, and rainwater and vegetation for life sustainability. Each seed forms its own planet, and it's encircled by the moons of the ancestors and held in rotation by the gravitational pull of the ethereal world that still rests inside the sun. New planets for a new life. The little moth, now transformed into a new god of worlds, looms over the new universe and it waits until the cycle begins
Yeah,
again.
that was us. But we look
Heroes
so
come in all
scary.
shapes and sizes, as we can see here in this story about a young girl and her companion off to save the world.
Oh, that looks cool. Um, can we see the secret ending explained?
Cocoon has a secret ending? What a surprise! And those of us players who have seen it have been left wondering, wait, what? This ending is so out of the blue and confusing. And what's even more confusing is how you access this super secret ending. I want to give a big shout out to the dedicated gamers who put their big brains together and figured all of this out because I could have never. First, you have to find several locations of these big blue triangles around the world. These are your clues to discovering 3 different sequences per area that each
Huh?
correlate to the numbers 1 through 5. The blue triangles also cluster around the glyph puzzle locations and have to be activated by inputting the 3 different sequences to create a sort of beacon. Full disclosure, I was only able to solve 2 of
What?
these puzzles, but this is what it looks like when you've done it correctly. When the cutscene opens, we see what appears to be other gods of worlds carrying other galaxies. We know from the ending of the main game that the god watches over the world through a translucent orb, sort of like looking through a snow globe. And we can see within all of the orbs they are carrying that there are tiny planets and also a sun in the
Wow, he's
center,
got a
just
lot.
as there is a sun in the center of the galaxy at the end of the game. The gods all have characteristics and colors that correspond with the worlds in the main game, including there being 3 purple gods, just as the purple guardian was 3 guardians joined into one. But embedded in them is also the
Wait,
small
hold
white
on, hold
orb
on,
that the
hold on.
guardians release when they gods, just as the purple guardian was 3 that correspond with the worlds in the main game, including there being 3 purple gods, just as the purple guardian was 3 guardians joined into one. But embedded in them is also the small white orb that the guardians release when they are defeated, so maybe
Hmm.
they're guardians too? Either way, it does suggest that the beacons activated some form of alert that brought back these specific creatures to where our protagonist is. But then we see that the new galaxy is encapsulated in something. Perhaps it's drawing from an energy source or tethered to a bigger world. Not quite sure, but if you look closely, you can see that our protagonist takes notice of these newcomers and it looks either really shocked or really afraid. Because when it notices them, the eye pops wide open. I'm not sure it's pleased to see them. And judging by how
Oh
one of the
shit.
gods sort of leads the charge, makes me wonder if they intend to settle into this galactic seed shell egg case thing. I don't know. What do you think? Are these friends or are these foes? I feel like this leaves a lot of room for a sequel where maybe it's not
I don't
just
think
a
so.
world within worlds, but maybe there's a connection between different galaxies and having to
No.
connect the pieces of a bigger intergalactic puzzle that ties all of these worlds together because they're all clearly connected, and I'm sure that connection all means something in the greater scheme of things. I left a link in the description to the guide
I
for
hope
the
they
hints
never
that I
make a sequel
used,
for
and I will
this.
also include the solutions to the 2 puzzles that I was actually able to figure out. But what I did figure out is the bigger story to this one
No, I think she did a fantastic job on the story itself. Um, I think I think when you get obsessed with like something like this, like a game, you really start to when you spend so much time with it, you're like, oh, I need a sequel, I need more answers, and it's just like, no, whoa, you didn't even need it. It didn't even, it doesn't even need a story. I mean, just like the elements um, behind it are so good. Um, just being able to like, you can enjoy, like, obviously, I enjoyed this game without enjoying the story, and I don't know, like, I think the story is pretty good. There's obviously a lot of like little lore bits that I totally missed. Um, that may be more obvious on like a second playthrough. But I think it's great. I just don't. I wouldn't want to see a sequel. I want to see this studio do something completely else. It doesn't need a sequel. There's no. I mean, there are loose ends with that ending, but being like, I'm gonna do different galaxies now is I don't know. This was a cool concept. I think they went as far as they really could with that concept. Um, and part of the joy of Cocoon is really um, is just that puzzle nature. Is just how well the puzzles are executed and expanded on over like a linear path where you don't feel like you're overwhelmed. It feels like she's a little obsessed with this game, and that she wants something more story, more challenge, etc. And I don't think this game would work well with, because you'd have to start back to square one, right? Um, I mean, the average player probably first Cocoon 2 probably wouldn't even play Cocoon 1. You know what I mean? So you can't expect to be you can't expect that everything is going to be uh, people are just going to be familiar with playing the original game and the mechanics behind everything, etc. Um, but yeah, no, I think she did a really fantastic job, like speaking to the story. It, it, there was definitely things that I missed um, when it came to the actual story itself. I had a feel because I did remember seeing those standing stones, and I'm like, people have lived here, man. I could absolutely see that. And just with like the technology, you could see that there were civilizations here. I weren't sure what those bad people were. It seemed like I was kind of unlocking them, but it wasn't the case. I mean, kind of. I was getting to them, and then the those guardians who were watching after those planets went into those planets to protect those to protect or some. It seemed like, yeah, it did seem like it was those exacts with life in them. But what is that life? I don't know. Um, but yeah, no, I mean, I kind of like it when stories go are like this. Like the gameplay is such a big part of this that yeah, having a story and be kind of like in the background is fine. But especially you can do that, it's fine. But I think it's even better when like you do it like that when you like leave bits of lore here and there. You don't explain it. You make people go on YouTube and theory craft this kind of stuff. All I can say is fantastic. This game, 100%, 100 times over, fan fucking tastic. I am extremely excited to see what this developer puts out next because this has been one of my favorite puzzle games I've played. And you know me, I play my puzzle games. I Obra Dinn, the golden case thing or whatever. I don't fucking know. I like my puzzle games, but that is a puzzle ass game. Yeah. So I hope you enjoyed. Oh, you can see my background. Well, that's fun. Oops. Uh, Bup, all gone. All right. Well, yeah. Um, yeah. I already told you it's 10 out of 10, and I hope you enjoyed it. This was a good test of my brain. Um, and we'll be back soon for more fun. Um, what's the thing like more family, more fun, Six Flags? Is that it? I don't know. I don't think that's the that's uh the tagline for Six Flags, but let's pretend it is. I'll see ya.